That's going to build your confidence. And not just in that same activity, but in any areas of your life. It really starts to open up your sense of what's possible for you. Hello and welcome to the Driven Female Entrepreneur Podcast. I'm your host, Melitta Campbell, award-winning business coach, value whisperer, and founder of the Dream Clients Blueprint. To kick back after the festive break, I've been bringing you a series of mini episodes that I've dubbed the Planisodes. Each day, I've been bringing you a tip and a task to complete to help you set your business up for success in 2023, so you can really make this your best year yet. This is all about goal setting, planning, and creating the CEO mindset you need to make this year different for all the right reasons, so you can end this year feeling proud of the impact that you've created. So far, we've looked at everything you need to create inspiring goals for the year, backed up by solid plans. We've also started to look at some of the mindset elements of that, in particular, how to manage any fears and doubts as they arise. But I want to take the next couple of Planisodes to take that a little bit further and make sure that you are not just setting the goals, but you're creating the environment and the mindset to ensure that you can deliver on those goals. Yesterday, we looked at how to avoid overwhelm and how to tackle those feelings when they arise. And today I want to share with you some success habits. Now, I know that your success doesn't lie in your occasional moments of breakthrough or brilliance, but in the small things you do consistently day in, day out. In other words, your habits. It's important to be mindful of your regular behaviours and actions and take responsibility for steadily upgrading your habits bit by bit so you can perform at your highest levels for longer, more often, and experience more joy in the process. So that's what I want to cover today. How do you start building these success habits? The wonderful thing about all the habits I'm going to share with you today is that they are simple and they do not require any special skills, tools, or materials. So there really is nothing stopping you from starting to integrate one or more of these disciplines into your day or your life straight away. That said, moderation is key. If you try to adopt everything all at once, you'll soon find yourself feeling overwhelmed and back listening to yesterday's episode. So what I would rather you do today is to listen through and pick one habit and then put it into practice daily until it becomes embedded in your routine, something that feels just part of what you do anyway. This can take anything from a couple of weeks to a few months, depending on how difficult you find it. So pick one that you feel most resonates for you, feels most doable, and something that you really want to get started with, and start there. So let's kick off with a couple of habits that are going to feed your positive mindset. The first one is really one of my favorites. It's such a simple habit to start, but it can have a profound impact on your mindset and positivity, two of the most powerful tools in your business. And it's one that has helped me personally so much. It's gratitude. And all you need to do to start with this habit is at the end of each day, take a couple of minutes to write out at least 3 things you were grateful for. Now, these can be really simple things like the smile the bus driver gave you in the morning that raised your spirits, or it can be big things like a new contract that you've landed. You can even be grateful for things in the past that have happened and brought people into your life or taught you something in particular. They can be negative things, maybe something that happened that in the moment felt like a really terrible thing, but with hindsight actually set you on a better path. You can even be grateful for things coming up in the future. I am so grateful for all of the wonderful clients I'm going to be working with this year. Basically, anything goes, but you must do this consistently. If you haven't done this before, when you start out, this may feel quite difficult. I remember doing this with some clients and they turned around and said, well, honestly, I have nothing to be grateful for today. Nothing good has happened in my life today. But after just a few days of really trying to find the positive, they've been coming up with lists of hundreds of things that have happened in their day that make them feel grateful. Another way to look at this is to, instead of waiting for the end of the day, just stop yourself in the moment and look around. What am I grateful for? So here, I'm grateful that I have this beautiful office in the basement of my house that my husband spent 18 months building for me. It's beautiful. I have a window that looks out over the Alps, which really floods it with natural light and is just such an inspiring view. I have everything around me that I need. I have all the equipment. And I am really grateful for the little puppy under my desk who reminds me every day not to take life too seriously, gets me out and about with fresh air, makes me laugh consistently. And I'm super grateful for the big mug of coffee that I have by the side of me as well. And the pens that I have around me that work. And I'm grateful that I found this beautiful shade of lipstick that goes perfectly with my favourite jumper that I've been looking for ages, and I found it in the sales. So, when you stop in the moment and look around, there are so many things we can be grateful for. I'm grateful for my good health. A couple of days ago, in fact, it was yesterday's podcast, took me 3 times as long to edit than it should have because I had to record it between sneezes because I was feeling quite under the weather. You might have heard it a little bit in my voice, but I'm grateful for having a simple tool that I can use to edit my podcast so you didn't have to suffer through all those sneezes along with me, and I could continue to deliver for you. I'm grateful that today I'm feeling so much better and the sun has come out. Once you get into this habit, it is so easy to come up with so many things to be grateful for. I could talk for hours now about everything positive in my life. And we know that where attention goes, energy flows. So where your attention is on all the positive things, all the wonderful things around you that are there to support you in life and in your business, then you get more of that. And the negative things, the challenges, start to fade away and don't feel like such a big deal. So this is so simple, but so powerful. I would recommend that if you don't already practice gratitude, start with this one. Another great habit for your mindset is creating a success journal. As the name suggests, a success journal is a book or a document where you list all the successes that you experience. Again, these can be big or small, but get in the habit of setting aside a few minutes a day or a week to write down all your achievements. Reflect on what you've done. And so any time that you find yourself in a challenging situation, you can flick back through your success journal and remind yourself that you have done hard things before. You can do this. It will help you to consistently start recognizing your abilities and be encouraged by your progress. And this builds confidence. Confidence doesn't come from knowing you can do something. It comes from trusting in your abilities to figure things out. So the more you recognize your abilities, the progress you've made and the challenges you've overcome, the more that's going to build your confidence. And not just in that same activity, but in any areas of your life. It really starts to open up your sense of what's possible for you. Again, another simple task and quite a fun one as well, but it can really have a powerful impact on your mindset and your ability to move forward regardless. You can also, in your success journal, and this is a really great thing to do, is to include positive feedback from your clients and community as well. And again, this is going to help you recognize that you do have a lot of value to bring to your clients. And this is hugely helpful, particularly in moments where you need to get visible and you're kind of thinking, who am I to say this? What if people judge me? To remind yourself that, well, you really do have the authority to say this, and people do value your expertise, your thought leadership, your ideas, etc. Then that can really help as well. So keep a track of your achievements and successes, even the teeny tiny ones, and your client feedback as well. Another little thing for your mindset, and we will touch on this again tomorrow, it's to say fascinating. When things don't go according to plan, don't beat yourself up about it. Say fascinating and think through what happened that you could perhaps do differently or better next time. And ban words like, oh, I should have, could have, would have, and so on, because you didn't. These are pointless words. They are just making you feel bad or feel worse when there's nothing you could have done about it. Instead, you just say fascinating. Why did that happen? Oh, I see. This is where I could have done things differently. I'll note that for next time. Learn your lesson and move forward. This is all about mastery, and mastery is about continual growth and development. Making mistakes and learning from them is a really important part of the entrepreneurial journey and building your success mindset. Isn't that fascinating? Hi, I wanted to pop in here with a quick message for those of you who are serious about moving your business forward this year and having a greater impact for more clients. I've got your back. I'm here to guide and support you every step of the way through my business and mindset coaching. And right now, the doors are open to my membership, the Dream Clients Academy, and there's even special pricing, making it a no-brainer to get personal support for your business each week for less than your monthly Starbucks bill. Check it out at melittacampbell.com/academy. Okay, so here are some habits for your skills and growth. Schedule learning. I love this one. If you're not learning, you're growing. So the saying goes, and if you're not growing, you are limiting your opportunities to create success. This habit needn't be difficult to integrate into your days. Just 10 minutes of personal development each day can really add up quickly. Just listening to these Planisodes one a day is already helping you move forward and get inspired and take new ideas and concepts into your business. The key here is to schedule your learning. Make time for it. And we talked yesterday about building habits around the key things you want to do every day. So this is a wonderful thing that you can build a habit around. So maybe as you close out your day or start your day, you sit down with a cup of coffee and you read 10 pages of a book. Or when you're walking the dog every day, you listen to an inspiring podcast or audio book. Or when you're making your coffee, you dive into an inspiring video, for example. So there are lots of ways you can do this to make it easy. If you were to read 10 pages of a business book every day, for example, that adds up to about 12 books a year. That's a lot of new tools, ideas, and insights. Another habit that I would encourage you to adopt is to network regularly. Success is no longer a case of just who you know, but who knows you. And one of the easiest ways to get known is to network, on and offline. Networking is well known for its ability to help you meet potential clients, but it's also just as valuable for getting to know people who can help you along your journey by sharing their lessons and successes, giving you access to new market information, giving you feedback on your challenges or ideas, or inspiring you with what they've achieved to help you dream bigger. So set yourself up the challenge of having a conversation with at least one new person a week and building that up as you feel more comfortable. It's a really powerful habit to have. And if, like I used to, just the word networking freaks you out completely, then be sure to get yourself a copy of my book, A Shy Girl's Guide to Networking, because that will help you to get your mindset in the right place and build the right framework to help you not only succeed at networking, but really fall in love with it and build a network that supports you in whatever you want to do next in life. I really believe that your network is the ultimate hack to anything you want to achieve. So here are a couple of habits to support your energy and your focus. The first one, again, really simple, drink more water. Staying hydrated is such a simple way to keep your energy and focus high. When I was doing communication consultancy, I worked alongside a nutrition institute and they did some research into hydration, and they found that if you are even slightly dehydrated, it can really impact your working memory, energy levels, and your ability to focus. Without these things, you can't really achieve so much in your business. So just drinking more water will already help you to be more successful. So here are some ways that I've helped myself stay more hydrated since I learned that. So as soon as I wake up, I drink 2 glasses of water in the morning. I keep a bottle of water with me everywhere. And every time I go to the bathroom, I drink some water. And this is a really nice cycle because, of course, the more water you drink, the more you go to the bathroom. So that has really helped me to stay hydrated. And you can also do things like add a reminder app to your phone, or there's apps you can get for your computer to remind you to stay hydrated. Another simple way to ensure you have more energy and focus is to take more breaks. It sounds counterintuitive, I know, but it can have such a positive impact on your energy levels. I started doing the Pomodoro technique where you focus for 25 minutes and take a 5-minute break. And that was really helpful. But a lot of the work I do is creative, and so I need to get into the flow. So I doubled that up. So now I focus for 50 minutes, then I set my alarm and take a 5 or 10 minute break. These breaks are perfect for having a stretch, taking a short walk around the block, playing with the dog, whatever. But since I've started to adopt that strategy, I've seen a huge difference in my ability to focus and the amount of energy I have. And at the end of the day, whereas previously by 5-6 o'clock, I was flat out on the sofa and had no energy, certainly not to cook anything healthy to eat. Now I find I still have energy, I'm still feeling great, and I'm eating healthier as well, which is a really nice bonus. Here's another one. Sleep 1 more hour. Warren Buffett makes a point of going to bed before he's tired. And I know that this can be difficult. You know, we kind of feel like we deserve a bit of time at the end of the day to ourselves. Even if we're tired, we think, oh, I'll just watch one show on Netflix. But this is a form of procrastination, and it's a way of thinking that really works against us, because we feel we deserve that time, so we take that time, but then we're more tired going to bed. We wake up and we just don't feel our best. However, if you go to bed that little bit earlier, you get a better rest and wake up more refreshed as well. So how do you take on these habits? Adopting new habits isn't always easy. However, there are some ways you can improve your chances of success, and some of these you already know. So you can have a vision. Now, we did this in Planisode 2. So go back and listen to that episode. Having a vision of how your life or business will be better, easier, or stronger once you've successfully embedded your new habit can really help you to stay on track. And take your time. As I mentioned at the beginning, just adopt one new habit at a time. These habits are very simple, so it's tempting to get inspired and want to change everything all at the same time. But for most people, this is quite overwhelming in practice, leading you to give up or go back to your old ways. So just try one thing at the time until it becomes easy and you don't think about that. It's just become part of the way you do things, and then you can move on to the next habit. You can track your success. Put a series of 100 boxes on a page and then put a cross in each box every time you successfully complete your new habit. It's really satisfying, particularly those who are the box tickers. If you like those to-do lists so you can tick things off, you'll love having a success tracker that you tick off. It's really satisfying and motivating. And schedule your activity. Make it easy. Schedule ahead of time so you don't even need to think. You just get reminded. You get a little pop-up saying, do this now. And that makes it much easier to get into action. Reward yourself. Promise yourself a reward for good behaviour to help keep you motivated. Or for some people, they prefer the opposite. And instead of gaining a reward, you may find it a more powerful motivator to have some kind of penalty if you don't keep up with your new habit. So maybe you promise to give your friend or your partner something if you don't keep up with it. Make yourself accountable. Make a public announcement that you're going to start a new habit, or tell your kids. That one always works for me. They are amazing accountability buddies. They really are quite annoying sometimes at how good they are at reminding you, did you do this today? Oh, no, not yet. You could even consider starting your new habit with a friend or a colleague to help keep yourselves on track. And finally, be forgiving. Starting any new habit isn't easy. It requires some form of change, and this can be hard to make stick at first. So forgive yourself any slip-ups. Get straight back in the saddle and keep on trying. I'd love to know, what habits have you successfully adopted? Have you tried anything on this list and it works for you? Or is there anything additional that you do that you feel everybody should do this? It's amazing. Send me an email, or better still, come to the Driven Female Entrepreneur Facebook group and come and share your tips and feedback and experiences in there. And remember to visit melittacampbell.com/Planisodes 2023 to access all these episodes together, as well as your planning toolkit to help make this whole process super easy. And if you've enjoyed the show, leave a review and share this podcast with your network and business besties. It really helps the show so much, and I really appreciate it. It certainly makes my gratitude list of the day. I've been your host, Melitta Campbell, and I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.